Christine,
What group
I
ran
think
the
she would
Christmas
have,
parade?
you know, she's been here
That was
forever.
the
Yeah.
Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
Yeah. Technically, Chamber of Commerce.
Right.
They're the ones that give the insurance.
Everything good? I don't know, we use it, do we have a permit? Can we get a permit for the police, for the Christmas parade?
No, we asked afterwards for paperwork. So we have it now, the proper forms to fill out.
Yeah.
It's not hard, we can help people do it, it's just, it's the organization doing it, they're the ones who have to apply for it.
So is it because it's on a Monday we have to do it, if it were on a Saturday, let's say we wouldn't do
No,
it?
anytime you detour traffic on a state road, you have to notify DOT. Have to have proper signage out there, there's gotta be something on your website that 94 is closed from this time to this time. It's not hard, it's just something we have to start doing.
Or did we do that for the Christmas parade?
No, we confirm,
Afterwards?
Afterwards,
Okay, all right.
So what is, so like,
and they want at least 2 weeks ahead. at
it's a
least
Little
2
League
weeks.
parade, which is something, North Street, and then we went across 94, 208, something that the state needs to be aware of. I think it's just making
I think
them
it's just
aware
a
of.
protocol, it's not like, I don't think they're gonna deny it, I think they just want to know about it, so they can put it on their website and be
We
aware of
can
it.
ask them, we'll do that when they take away our snow.
Well, it's probably going to a different place, but here,
Yeah, I think the Memorial Day is a special day. for the
Absolutely.
community, and I think this year would be really nice to have.
but I think if we were to fill out a permit for Memorial Day in the past, during COVID, it probably would not have been approved. I could be wrong. If they don't look at it, everything is approved, but if they were to look at it, I mean, there were times when, you know, you couldn't have more than 3 people together, so now you want to have a parade. 2 years ago, the Christmas parade was up Ahern, I believe, I wasn't here, but a lot of people liked that, that it was up Ahern, but a lot of people were glad to see it back to the same route. This community loves parades.
That's all I got.
There's a light load.
Anybody else in the, yes?
So I noticed, well, first of all, that Station Plaza still does not have handicap accessibility.
Station, yep, okay.
We're going on, you know, a couple of years now, and
The door, from what I understand, it was addressed to John Terry, who spoke to the owner of the restaurant. That door is now locked. I'm only telling you what I was told.
and
Yes.
listen, I appreciate that and everything.
Yep.
The reality is if you're in a walker and you have
Yes.
to go up that ramp to try and navigate opening a door, getting through the tables to go through to the other door, there's
Yep.
2 doors there. You're making it harder and dangerous for somebody who has limited mobility.
Yes, I agree with that.
So
I
having,
will reach out to the owner's representative of Fulton Square,
that's what it is for, yeah.
bring that to their attention, and if he directs the restaurant that they have to move the outdoor petitions, which really could come down, they were put up because of,
Right.
he needed more seating because of COVID.
It is what it is, you know, I like the restaurant, like I said, I eat there quite regularly and stuff. It's just I'm thinking of the rest of the plaza and people not being able to get in and out.
Well, I'm more concerned, now that you mentioned the plaza, it's a second means of egress. Okay, because we need, and I did talk to the owner's rep on this topic. We need to come up with another way of getting into that parking lot and getting out of that parking lot. It can't be on the 208 side because it's,
No, they need
Tremendous grades.
the bottom end by where it used to be.
yeah, but right now, and we looked at during, when we were handing out
COVID.
the COVID test, if something was to happen just outside where the beer store is, cars can't move,
Correct.
okay? So it becomes a fire hazard, number one. I spoke to Justice Smith. He says that we make a wide turn to get in there with the fire truck. I don't think that would happen, but we need to get in there, God forbid, if there's a fire in that building.
The design of that was not well thought out.
You're kidding? Really? That's unusual, because usually everything that happened in years was very thought out.
So you're suggesting a second entrance?
Yeah. I think
Maybe an entrance
it
with
would
a
be,
gate, like with a chain for emergency
well,
purposes.
really just in
Or
and
can they
out.
widen that?
We used to years ago cut around behind it and cut onto 208 that way.
Go around
back.
behind the,
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I
But
think
that's
like
been blocked off now, but years ago, that's what, I mean,
right across from the candle shop, the candle store, where the grade is pretty even in there, they might lose parking spots. I mean, I'm sure the parking lot was laid out with the number of spots, parking
For the amount of
spots for the amount of
Square feet.
Square feet. So maybe we have to relax that code so we can get a second means of egress.
Even if we just had by the corner of the store, on entrance only, so cars coming in can come in
And
that way,
go out,
and they can
yeah.
come out the
Yes.
other way.
That's a good idea.
Just the one way.
But it's definitely a hazard right
Yeah.
well, like I said, if they didn't have the boulders in the back, you go around the back way.
Yeah, but isn't
People
that
would know
gonna
that,
be-
I wouldn't,
isn't that
I
gonna
would
be
never
the
go back there,
restaurant?
because you never know if there's trucks and garbage or
Because the
whatever.
restaurant's right behind the building.
Right.
Truck, yeah.
No, it's the old rail line used to be back there, and that's
But
how
that-
we used to cut
That
on.
rail trail is going to be
Yeah.
developed
Yeah.
soon.
So, and the other thing is, I want to know, how is that rental registry going? Because you had 2 rental properties come on the past week in the village. One of them is by the old corner candle store. That came on as a rental back there.
Okay. The house in the back?
Yeah. And then everybody knows the one on Main Street, so is
I
it,
can attest that it is being worked on, because I'm working on
so, I'm just saying,
it. Coordinating with water bills and so forth.
okay. Because I also noticed now up by me, the old Presbyterian church has a tenant in there, and then it looks like they're using the old church as some kind of warehouse.
That should be happening.
I know, it's supposed to be just a single-family residence.
Yeah. What was the name of that church? Bethany Church.
What?
Bethany Church.
Yeah. Yeah.
208.
Yeah.
208, yeah, you know where my house is?
Yeah, no, I know where the church is, I'm trying to think of
The front part was the manse, and the back, that little ranch building was actually the church.
That was the church, right?
And I've seen all week people moving stuff in and out of there. You can see through the windows, there's all kinds of stuff being stored in there.
Yeah, Bethany Presbyterian, 30 South South Street. Permanently closed, it says.
So then, that's only supposed to be single-family residence there. It's
Just in
supposed-
the house,
Pardon?
just in the house.
Correct. And I know John in the past has had to, they were trying to rent out that back and have it, I guess, as a residence, and John went and said, you can't do that.
You wanted to make that a two-family.
Yeah, and it's single family. And that's the other thing too, across the street from my house, that office building, again, I have them all hours of the night parking with their lights facing my living room.
Trying to stop that.
Wonder if you can.
You know, nothing worse than 10 o'clock at night, you're trying to be half asleep on the couch and you have the blare of headlights coming in.
No, I'm saying that they're going to a location or something, their car on. What's going on there?
I don't know who goes to an office 10 o'clock at night either.
Right. Work from home. It's like-
I tried to say something to John, he's like, well, it's an office building, they can go anytime they want, and it's like, yeah, but I live there.
Yeah.
But he's probably right,
Yeah.
correct in saying that.
Yeah, no, and I get that, but again, it's a quality of life issue.
You good?
Oh, we're out of here before 8.
Right.
So we think.
Wow.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Anything that you wanna hear?
No, but I was saying,
What's
Okay.
it now? I'll translate.
thanks.
You're my translator. Okay, motion to adjourn. Trustee Kolar,
Yes.
second is trustee Kolar. Roll call, trustee Kolar.
Yes.
Trustee Kolar.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Dow.
So you
Good night,
can back your
everyone.
folders up into.
It's 3-1. I don't wanna go.